This is Jared RAND, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Thursday, July 10, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We're having a reverse aging health call tomorrow night, Friday, 11th of July, after 9:15 p.m. Eastern. We're going to talk about how you're going to be able to keep yourself in that body and increase your quality of life until the celestial chamber is made available to you. You want to make sure that you're in a comfortable position, that you have no outside distraction, that you're relaxed into your body, still as a statue and focused on your breath rising and falling. Something you can do that it solidifies through kind of like a show and tell to yourself. You get a couple of magnets. I don't know if you ever played with magnets as a child. I know I did. And sometimes I still do. You hold two magnets together with their attractive magnetic pole facing each other. Their pull to be together can be so strong that it's challenging to keep them apart. You can literally feel the magnetic fields tugging to be together and become one united mass, unified mass. This is the same principle of how a manifesting mantra can work with magnetizing a desired outcome into your life. Now, scientifically, your body and mind are a natural biomagnet computer that is continuously communicating with this universe. Your thoughts and emotions act like a radio tower, constantly sending out signals for contacting similar types of people, circumstances, and experiences. There is a biomagnetic sphere of energy that surrounds you called your aura, which creates a measurable signal showing the type of energy you're sending out into this universe. It is always communicating a frequency through your emotional state about what you want, and what it's always doing this, remember. It's not intermittent, it's not once in a while. 24/7, all the time, 365 days a year. So it is always communicating a frequency through your emotional state about what you want and what you do not want to manifest into your life. And some of you, I've mentioned this before, but I get this question a lot. Is that in 1939, using Kirlian, Kirlian photography, that physically proves there is a real tangible magnetic field of energy that surrounds us all the time. The photos show our strongest emotions radiate as certain colors or frequencies all around our bodies. This energy is what connects with the like-minded atoms in this universe, which eventually manifest your ideas into your reality. Now, scientists have taken this, of course, their research further, and have found that the biomagnetic aura of an immature tree leaf will match the full-grown size of that leaf and will become later in life. When the leaf reaches its full-grown size, the previous documented aura is exactly the same size as the older leaf. We are just like these leaves, and that we emanate the particular thought vibrational energy that we will one day grow into. It's good to know that for the rest of your life, you are creating this magnetic energy field that will constantly be working on attracting your future life to you. Every intention sets energy in motion, whether you are conscious of it or not. Gary Zukav. When we consciously choose a particular future outcome that we wish to manifest, we can decide through a powerful statement or affirmation that this, or better, is now coming our way. Now, if we repeat this intention with a strong positive emotion behind it, it becomes a powerful manifesting magnet for attracting and creating this desired outcome to you. The more often we repeat the affirmation, resonating with it, an ever-deepening positive feeling, the faster and easier your desired result will manifest for us. Now, what's the challenge, right? Well, it's the ego mind. The ego mind slips in and pulls you out, and then it makes you think you're still there, but you're not, and you're an ego mind. So what does that do? It kind of drips in doubt, fear, worry, and then it negates your vibrational frequency to a lower level of draw, and then you attract the things you just don't care to attract. The difference between repeating an affirmation, like an affirmation would be, I'm deeply grateful for this very moment I'm in. That's an affirmation. Okay? And repeating an affirmation and manifesting mantra is all about where the energy is coming from. You know, a lot of people do these affirmations, but they're not heartfelt. They're just kind of superficial. And that doesn't do really anything. So it's all about the energy on where it's coming from. Affirmations are simply positive statements that are not yet emotionally aligned with the intention and consciousness found within the magical manifesting mindset. There is still a belief, there's still a belief, a doubt, in separation from the universal source and the feeling of disconnection from our natural manifesting abilities. And deep down, affirmations are coming from a place of hope, desire, and lack, and not fully believing that every thought and feeling is physically creating our reality in each living moment of our lives. So we're not aware. So how in the heck can you deliver an affirmation to the universe when you're not aware? You can't. This is why so many people get frustrated. Now, a manifesting, you call it magical, magna glorious mantra, is born out of the acceptance that we are naturally manifesting magnets. So we are, though. You want to prove it to yourself? It's like when you get upset and you're aware that you're upset, okay? You can nip it in the bud. You say, I've been there many times. I really don't care to be upset at this time. So therefore, I'm going to move myself into the now, the present moment. And I'm going to focus on an affirmation of gratitude. Okay? See how you feel. It's a whole different ballgame. And you do move yourself out. You're the only one that can do that. Really. You know, you get into a flustered, irritable state, you're the only one that can bring yourself out of it. A lot of us have a tendency to stick to it. You know what I mean? We belabor it. And we talk about it over and over and over again. And that keeps it front and center. And then as long as it's front and center, you've magnetized it, so it's going to attract similar occurrences into your life. See, knowing that, being aware of it, even though you get frustrated or irritated, or whatever it may be, which lowers your vibrational frequency, and then you magnetize those lower frequencies, and then you attract more of the same. See, once you start paying attention to you, and not out there, and you start paying attention to about who and what you are, and that you are a omnipotently powerful, supreme, manifesting, abundant being that never dies, that happens to be within the soul that's within that body. It's what we all are, every one of us. And what it is that these mantras and affirmations are born out of the acceptance that we are naturally manifesting magnets. We are supercharged. We glow. That's a fact. All of us glow. And we're constantly creating our own enlightened and unenlightened experience of life. So this mantra, this affirmation, it vibrates with the feeling that we are the masters of our reality. This mindset can evolve out of the playground from using daily positive affirmations. And yet it holds a much more powerful, advanced and effective approach to manifesting, because it knows deep down that we are the most powerful, magical, and magnetic beings in this entire universe. We can turn any typical positive affirmation into a manifesting mantra by speaking it out loud. Not just from the head, but letting it reverberate from the heart, belly, and soul out into every direction in this universe. And this happens naturally by first getting in touch with the most magical manifesting feeling we can find inside ourselves. And when we speak the positive affirmation into this universe, from that magical space, a magical feeling arises. We're all miracles, every one of us. Believe in miracles because we are miracles. A manifesting mantra is magical because it is built on trusting this universe and supporting us on the most intimate, loving levels. It is affirming that everything in this life is happening for us and not to us. We are not victims of our lives, yet the conscious co-creators of everything in it. Through consciously repeating a manifesting mantra inside, we are training the aura around our body to participate in this magical manifesting mindset. And this allows us to co-creatively move deeper into the present moment, which allows us then to become more aware of the fact that we are super powerful manifesting beings in our world. And isn't it ironic? Look, you view, you watch. Okay? You step outside the picture and you watch. And you pick up things. Okay? And you become more aware. It's about us becoming aware of ourselves and who and what we are. This is how we figure out, okay, so I'm going to leave the mind and ego alone. I'm going to watch it. I want to see what it does. I'm curious. I want to see how it controls me and guides me and does this and does that. And by leaving it alone and watching it, you learn how it operates. What does it do? You know? You get upset. Why? Well, because the ego mind's there. You protect yourself. Why? Because the ego mind. You're actually protecting your ego. So when you look, you pick up on things. We all do. We pick up on things. And we focus on it and say, okay, now I know that when I go into a downward spiral, could be just brief, few seconds or a few minutes or longer, you're aware that you're saying, I don't care to go there. Because I've been there so many times before. You've heard me say this over and over again. And I've been there so many times before. Why would I care to spend my energy in that direction again? I know it will create and attract other like situations into my life. I don't really care to have that. So I'm going to go over here, I'm going to focus on the now, and I'm going to focus on what I'm truly grateful for in this very moment. Boom. Big deal. Big shift. It's like a switch that you're switching. You're switching from that lower gravity pulling, negative, low vibrational frequency to a gravity pulling, high vibrational manifesting magnet, gratitude. And you're pulling things, you're magnetizing things into your life. Now, interestingly enough, this is a fact that's been proven thousands of times. When we repeat a manifesting mantra one time, okay, one time, it can have a more powerful effect than repeating an affirmation 100 times. If we repeat a manifesting mantra one time, it can have a more powerful effect than repeating an affirmation 100 times. The crop we harvest from the manifesting mantra depends on the quality of emotional, mental, and energetic soil the affirmation is being planted in. Planting affirmations in fields of trust, relaxation, joy, gratitude, and abundance will only result in a rich, full crop at the end of the season. Consistent daily use of a manifesting mantra will transform your life on a deeper energetic level, creating even higher vibrations and a much more powerful magnetic auric field around your body. Its repetition is fine-tuning the feeling of living each moment in the manifesting mindset. Continuously practicing or continuous practice of this manifesting mantra meditation will create a powerful manifesting mindset and increase your consciousness about your environment and what you are attracting into it. Because you're the only one that does. Evil mind wants to make you think that something out there is doing it. And that's not. That's untrue. You're doing it. Now, this gentle awareness, it generates a feeling of being deeply connected to the universe, to this universe. And an understanding that we are in a constant, intimate exchange with it, continuously co-creating our unique version of reality. And the goal, if you want to call it that, of a manifesting mantra is it's not so focused on attaining our ego's desires, yet it's more about becoming the living master of our mind and our lives. If you are like most people, you are facing many difficult experiences in this life each day, which can make you feel trapped, limited, powerless, and stuck, fighting an inner battle with your negative thoughts and feelings. Now, the inner conflict you experience is blocking your creativity, love, trust, connection to Source, and stopping you from magnetizing more positive, abundant experiences to you, for you. See, we get into this, none of us are exempt from it. We get into this conflict with ourselves. You know, we're over here 1 minute, over here the next minute, down here, up there, and it's always about focusing on things we do not like, focusing on things we do not want. It's a battle that we have with ourselves, and it's pretty much continual. It kind of fades out, then it's back. Just depends on what sparks it. Now, by resonating with the power behind your manifesting mantra, it becomes like a great fire from the sun that will burn through these blocked feelings and limiting beliefs hiding inside. New neuron connections and chemical pathways are created in the brain by using the manifesting mantra. You physically begin creating new pathways for these trapped negative emotions to find a way through. This manifesting mantra will pave a new path where your mind can more easily perceive the unlimited positive possibilities awaiting in your future. Now, the secret to discovering the power within your manifesting mantra is in embracing the fearful or negative vibrational mess that you're currently in. Becoming more conscious of the battle going on inside you causes a new awareness to form on what's needed to transcend it, move out of it. And through embracing our darkness, we are forced to own the fact that we are powerful manifesting magnets and consciously increase our positive emotional energy and vibration. And once we start devoting more time to being conscious of which thoughts, feelings, or magnetic field that we are creating around us, we can find the positive within the negative and feel our body from its energetic entrapment. Free it. One challenge that you might find on this manifesting path, which we're all on, and we're on it for always and ever, and it's about mastering it, is that the ego will tend to have very, very, very strong preferences on what should or shouldn't happen in your life. The mind can get addicted and attached to ideas about what it means to be successful, loving, and what desirable outcomes should only look like. And this is where the power of the manifesting mantra comes into play. The consciousness created from using a manifesting mantra cannot experience undesirable results. It only knows being at peace with what is, honoring the magical manifesting being that we all truly are. And the more often you use a manifesting mantra, the more conscious you become of what the mind is thinking. And this allows you to one day become totally free from your mind, unattached to all outcomes, accepting the totality of life as it is, living in such a high vibrational state that you can only attract positive things to you. When the mind attempts to fall into fear or worry, the magical manifesting energy comes in and says, "Oh well, this too shall pass," and allows those negative thoughts to move by like clouds through the open sky. Have you ever done that? You ever said to yourself, "Okay, this will pass. This too shall pass." And it does. It's just gone, poof. But you do it through heart-mindedness. You do it with deep eternal love and conviction. And by using a manifesting mantra in your daily life, you'll naturally be able to relax and trust that many positive situations are coming your way. The mantra expands your body's aura to the point where you're tapping into an infinite number of possible positive outcomes. This is where you start attracting the most juicy life experiences and serendipitous synchronistic outcomes. Now the mantra trains your brain and body to accept this as an all-loving magical universe. And just by repeating this idea inside, causes your vibration right now to skyrocket. And in a short time, the most desirable outcomes will fall into your lap. And you've probably witnessed people like this, right? As you will be becoming a super powerful manifesting magnet, aware of it for attracting every single thing that you want. Now, I had one of the folks send a while back these little cards. And it's interesting because when you use this, I've used tools, I call them, for a very long time in my life, which has helped me in many different situations. And it's kept me from spending a lot of time in lower vibrational frequencies. And I'm just going to share these. These are You can call these mantras or affirmations. I'm surrounded by a loving and supporting environment that nurtures my well-being, allowing me to thrive in health and happiness. All right? I am grateful for the gift of health, and I honor it by making choices that contribute to my overall well-being. I release any tension and stress, allowing my body to relax and restore itself to optimal health. I embrace my journey to wellness with patience and resilience, knowing that healing is a gradual process. You see how this works? We're reprogramming ourselves. That's the bottom line. And we're knowingly doing this. I trust in the wisdom of my body to heal itself, and I support it by cultivating a positive mindset and lifestyle. As I focus on the present moment, I let go of worries and invite a sense of peace and well-being into my life. I am in tune with the natural rhythms of my body, aligning myself with the energy of healing and vitality. You feel the vibrational frequency of that, right? You feel it. You feel it in a really good way. Every cell in my body radiates with the energy of healing, promoting a harmonious and balanced well-being. Each day I nourish my body and mind with positive thoughts, promoting a state of vibrant health. My body is a temple of well-being. I treat it with love, care, nourishment it deserves. These are geared towards your well-being, your physical well-being. How many of us spend time on that? Very few. Because when nothing seems to be going on that you should be concerned about, do you focus on that? Do you do affirmations? Do you do mantras? It's a vibrational frequency. You could say an affirmation out loud, and you say to yourself, I'm deeply grateful for this very moment I'm in. And you become more and more aware so that the thoughts that take you down, you're not a rookie with. None of us are. We know those thoughts that take us down. So we stop and let the cloud pass by. You say to yourself, I don't care to engage that. And you say, I just let it pass through me or let it float by. Instead of grabbing it in, giving it energy, and experience it in your reality, is what most of us do. So we have so much power and ability to shift things, and reaching deep within to the gods that we are in these bodies, and turning up the volume on our what we want. That's it. And when the things come in that say to you, these things that you don't really want, you don't care to have, because when you say you don't want, you've heard me say this before, you're going to get it. That's strange, isn't it? You would think, well, if you say you don't want, you wouldn't get it, right? But that's not how the universe interprets it. And so you get it. And the more you don't want, the more you get of what you don't want. It's a proven fact, see? And even though that's the case, that ego mind has a firm grip on you, and you still drop down into that realm and manifest what you don't want. And from heart-mindedness, you could literally shift your life in a blink of the eye. That's how powerful every one of us are. But yeah, we don't know that. Do you really know that you're omnipotently powerful, supreme, manifesting, abundant being that never dies in that body? And if you say, yes, you do, how deeply do you believe that? We're not talking arrogance. We're not talking ego mind, remember. We're talking heart-mindedness perspective. How deeply do you believe that? And how often do you not doubt it? Because of things that you create for yourself that pull you out and push you here and drop you off there. You see? It's kind of like, what's this all about? We have the power to be unstoppable. It's within us. We're not talking about religion at all. This is talking about the truth and reality of who and what we are. Omnipotently powerful. Every one of us on this planet. And we don't use it. Because we're so preoccupied and unaware that the ego mind believes it's running the show. How else do you think that we can get ourselves in such messes? How else do you think that you've got, these different beings, manipulating and controlling and doing this and doing that? And it's all superfluous. It's meaningless. Keep yourself in a cage to entertain yourself about, I have power, I have this, I have that. And in actuality, it's fleeting. Because it ends up destroying you. Isn't that ironic? You want total control of planet Earth. You want total control of everything. Complete control. Forever. And the truth is, since we're all reflections, even the bad guys, everybody, we're all reflections of each other. And we all have gods within us, except the demons. And you think the demons are part of the God? Yeah, they sure are. And then when we look at this, and we become more aware, and we stop fighting ourselves, we start, so we stop being in competition with ourselves, it's all ego mind, and we begin to let it go. And we begin to embrace ourselves more and more each moment of our lives. We begin to deeply, eternally learn how to love ourselves. That might sound strange, but many of us haven't learned how to deeply love ourselves. And accept all of us, to accept all of you, the dark parts and the light parts, and the in-between parts. Not only accept, but totally forgive you. And then begin, step by step, embracing the God that you are within that body. The God is within the soul. See, because we all have we have everything we'll ever need forever and beyond. We have 24-hour bliss. We have 24-hour happiness. We have 24-hour peace. We have all of that within us that we have not discovered. When all along we're programmed to seek outside of thyself, aren't we? Pretty much. Go out there, my son, seek and you shall find the truth. Out there. Which is so far from the truth, it's unreal. It's like you're going around looking for a diamond mine all over the planet. And you find out that the diamond mine is in your own backyard. After years and years of climbing and stressing and pulling to find that diamond mine somewhere out there. And see, it's comprehending this. This is for every one of us. And we comprehend certain steps along the way. So I'm going to do affirmations, and I'm going to pick the ones, and I'm going to decide the ones that I truly want to use. I use them. I've been using them for years. And sometimes the ego mind wants you to feel like it's silly. That it's, what are you doing this for? It's not helping any. And then you come back, you get aware enough, you say, oh, yes, it is helping. And you've got to stop because you're not in charge. You may find yourself saying that to your ego mind many times during the course of the day. But you know, the neat thing is, you know now. You're aware. The only way you know that is because you're able to say to the ego mind, stop, you're not in charge. When those thoughts come in, right? You know what I'm talking about. Those certain thoughts that come in, they could be coming in anywhere, any time of the day or night or morning. And you know that. You identify those thoughts. And you say, here we go with ego mind. And then you put that big, huge neon stop sign up, and you say, stop, ego mind, you are not in charge. And watch what happens, because after a while, it just fades out. The ego mind fades out. It'll come back. It's very tenacious. It'll come back and come back and come back, but you will respond in a loving way. You'll just say, you'll negate it. You know why? Because you know about your ego mind. It has ran you for many lifetimes. You're nowhere near a rookie. If anything, you're a seasoned veteran to the ego mind. Not only that, you see it all around you. You see what it does. You see how it operates with other people, other beings. It's always reminding us. You're not judging, you're observing and then watching and go, wow, that's something the universe just showed me there. Have you ever witnessed people that are so egotistically entrenched with the ego mind that they destroy themselves? And you sit there and you watch it and you go, wow, that is a lesson from the universe. And here's something interesting. When you do not want, okay, and I don't mean stating what you don't want, but when you let things go is when you receive. That's it. When you let things go genuinely, you're not attached, you're not holding on, you don't have expectations, but you're very excited about something, and you put it out to the universe and one thing at a time to the universe, and then you let it go. See? And you just know it will happen, and you're not concerned about the timeline or anything else, and you just leave it alone. You've sent it out. You have presented it to the universe. Your vibrational frequency is genuinely high and not faked, and you let go. You know what happens? It comes to you. It always does. See, we've been taught that it's only a few people can do that. People say they can't do that. How do they do that? How do those people do that? I'm sitting here wallowing in bills and they're just footloose, fancy free. How is that possible? You see what happens? And then we become more and more aware. We say, I know how that happens. They focus on it. They send it out and they leave it alone. They have no doubt. They have no fear about it not manifesting because it's already in the process. They don't bet on the come, They just let it go and it'll happen when it happens. But most of us, we're in that vice grip with the ego mind. It's got to happen soon. It's got to happen. Why is this not happening? What's going on here? This is absolutely ridiculous. This is frustrating. Do we care to entertain ourselves with defeating energy or restoring, empowering energy in this life? I'll join you in meditation. I'll return to close us out. Take an easy and slow breath in through the nose, and an easy and slow breath out from the mouth. Remain still, relaxed into your body. Focus on your breath rising and falling. This moment is the only thing that is real. Everything happening between your ears is a grand illusion created by your mind. This moment contains the only true existence. It is the only place you can find the divine. The past and future are amazing, yet are delusions that take you away from the divine and are not actually real. They are continuously being fabricated and replicated by your mind. For 10 times, randomly today, stop the mind by surrendering to the present moment. An amazing spiritual experience will begin to unfold within you. The longer you can remain completely present to the now, do not take my word for it. Check it out for yourself and see for yourself. Take this with you for the rest of the day into the evening and night, the following morning. We will return here for Friday, July 11, 2025, after 3:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our global guided meditation call. And after 9:15 p.m. Eastern to continue our reverse aging health call and all the rest. Be gentle, kind, gentle, and generous with yourself at all times. Be in the highest of the highest high, deepest of the deepest deepest, purest of the purest purest, eternal gratitude at all times, no matter what's going on out there or within you. Open your heart and allow the magic to flow in.